CoregamerProduction.
Hey you guys, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Vampyr. Ich bin So.
Ich bin der Rockstar.
Und ich heile mich erstmal.
Sehr schön. Zigarettenetui, wow,
das können wir
jeder
wieder
braucht ein
zerlegen.
Zigarettenetui. Du kriegst eins, du kriegst eins, du kriegst eins und du kriegst eins. Kaufen, kaufen, kaufen.
Wir kriegen alle eins. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob hier hinten noch mehr Action ist.
Ah, ich habe in der letzten Folge alles weggemacht. Genau, in der letzten Folge haben wir ein paar Gespräche durchgeführt. Und wir
werden
müssen
auch in-
Richard finden in diesem Bereich.
Ob ihr es glaubt oder nicht, wir werden auch in dieser Folge ganz viele Gespräche führen.
Oha. Was ein Spoiler, du.
Ist
Jetzt können wir
das-
das Let's Play beenden.
Ja, ich sag's dir. Direkt alles verraten vom Let's Play. Ich vermute mal, dass der das ist.
Ja, Richard.
Definitiv.
Uns hier ansprechen.
Ja, warte, ich will erst mich hier noch ein bisschen umgucken.
Wofür?
Absagebrief des Verlages. Achso, ein Absagebrief. Ja, okay. Können wir gebrauchen. Kriegen wir neue Info über ihn. Ich habe mir das so gerade angewöhnt. Ich will gerade andauernd die Vampirsicht nutzen, um zu gucken, was ich looten kann.
Ja.
Es ist so sehr drin
Witcher.
durch Witcher. Ich finde ja schon, dass diese viktorianischen Parks, die haben echt was, finde ich. Also ich sag mal, wenn die Bäume jetzt voll
Ist
werden
das
mit
nicht ein
Blättern
Friedhof?
ja, aber ich denke, die Parks sehen noch genauso aus. Ich würde sagen, das ist
Möglich.
teils. Hey, Dude.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Erstmal wieder die obligatorischen.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
Aha.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
Der ist
I
aber.
understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, doctor, and my family despises me.
Aha.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir?
Nein.
Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Ja, eigentlich ist es der Tod, aber gut.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Was stimmt mit dir nicht?
Alles.
My mother loved poetry. Perhaps your words would have touched her sensitive nature. I only see a dreadful disease.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Was ein Typ, Alter.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Was stimmt mit dir nicht?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
Alter, er ist doch durch, der Typ.
Und wie, Alter?
Da warst du schon drin.
Ja, ich
Da
guck
warst
grad
du auch
nur, ob
schon
ich,
drin.
ja, ich guck grad nur, ob wir neue Dinge
Nein, haben
gekriegt
wir
haben.
nicht.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Aha.
Das war's.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite
Wenn
him.
wir jetzt von ihm noch die Erkältung wegkriegen, haben wir quasi maximal Erfahrung, die wir von ihm ziehen können.
Jupp,
Theotathetisch.
das ist es. So, ab zu Darius' Haus.
Ich habe eigentlich schon einen Weg in Darius' Haus gefunden, aber der Charakter wollte nicht.
Okay.
Ja, er wollte nicht sich da hoch teleportieren.
Ja, dann.
Warum auch immer. Da ist er wieder.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Da ist die Hütte. Klopfen wir einfach mal an.
Klopf, klopf, wer ist da?
Darius.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are.
Strange.
You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay, wir saugen sie aus.
Vor seinen Augen. Und dann saugen wir ihn aus.
Ja. Und vorher beklauen wir ihn.
Finde Dorothy in der Apotheke.
Siehst du? Es geht schon los. Ich beklau ihn. Aber das jetzt bereut, dass er mich reingelassen hat? Oh, guck mal, hier liegt Geld rum, ja dann. Kann ich mit dir noch quatschen, oder?
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Okay.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
More than meets the eye. Transformers Trio.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Petrescu.
Den dürften wir jetzt aber auch komplett voll haben. Außer,
Ja.
dass er Bronchitis hat. Guten Tag.
Hey Dorothy, was machst du denn hier? Im Privatkrankenhaus rumdoktern? Können wir alle aussaugen?
Da eigentlich gehofft, dass wir mit ihm reden können oder so, aber... Na. Dorothy.
Du hast. Ganz oben.
Ja, da wird gerade... Der ist Vampir.
I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Noch
Aspirin and
etwas.
salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Epinephrine.
Epinephrine ist immer richtig.
A dose
Aber
of
nicht die ganze
epinephrine.
Ampulle.
Now.
Yes.
Eine Ampulle! Er haut ihm gleich die ganze Ampulle rein.
Gleich schneit er raus. Gleich
Gleich
tritt er durch.
Crank 3.
Epinephrine, Mann. Das ist künstliches Adrenalin, was dich in den Orbit schießen wird. Also nimm nur ein Fünftel der
Lebt er jetzt? Lebt er?
Nee, er
Lebt er oder
stirbt,
nicht?
aber er ist ein Vampir. Hast du noch gehört? Durst. Ich hab Durst.
We've lost the pulse.
Er springt ihn gleich an. Pass
He's
auf.
gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Aber man hat auch gemerkt, operieren, oh, es wird nicht einfach.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Aber nicht mehr heute.
Genau, nicht mehr heute, das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Schaltet auf jeden Fall wieder ein, wenn es weitergeht mit Let's Play Vampyr.
Leute, wollt ihr kein Video mehr verpassen? Lasst ein Abo da und wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, teilen, Däumchen drunter und für alles andere sind die Kommentare below.